Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Before we get started though, I've also made a video previously about the interview I had for this volunteer position I'm going to talk about and the questions they asked me. So if you guys were wondering about that, feel free to go check it out. The link is going to be in the description below. And without further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Sabine and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my experience volunteering at a hospital so far in these past 2 months, and I'm going to share with you guys what I do, what I've learned so far from volunteering, and I'm going to tell you guys why you should volunteer as well. So I volunteer 1 day a week for 4 hours, and overall my experience so far, the best way to describe it would be very relaxed. I go in at 12 o'clock and I come out at 4, and on most days when I go in, my first task is to go through each of the rooms that the patients are in. And each room has a cupboard. So I have to go through each of those and refill the diapers, the gowns, the gloves, and the wipes. After that, I go through and I check and see which patients get water and which patients don't get water, and I have to give them water. All of that takes me about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes, depending on how slow I'm working, how fast I'm working, and how much restocking I have to do. After completing those two tasks, the person whoever is working in the front desk, they send me to lunch, and I'm gone for about 30 to 45 minutes. When I do return, though, I talk to the nurse technicians, and they ask me to go through each of the rooms and note down how much food the patient consumed. Like, do they have any of the water? Did they eat like 40% of their food? Did they drink their juice? And then following that, I have to collect all the trays from all the rooms and take it to this little place where I put the dirty trays and someone comes and picks it up and takes it to get cleaned. After doing those things is when it usually starts getting pretty boring, because on most occasions I just sit there and wait for phone calls from patients in the rooms or from like external people like family members or from the pharmacy. Occasionally, they have me copying papers and making like the welcome packets and stuff, but even that is like boring. And I sit there and do this for about like an hour of my shift every time I get there. And it kills to just sit there and not do anything. But even with the little boredom involved, I still suggest that if you are interested in the medical field, like if you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a doctor, or you want to be a nurse tech, that you still volunteer, because from volunteering, I learned that I don't want to be a nurse in a hospital. Like, I still want to be a nurse, yes, but it's not going to be in a hospital. I would rather be a nurse in a clinic or somewhere like Kaiser where I don't have to deal with people who are in serious needs, because there was a day last week when I was serving water and there was a patient who I went to talk to, and he said he needed help, and I asked him what he needed, and he said he felt like he was dying and no one was doing anything. So I was concerned. I went and talked to the nurse, and she said to just ignore him because he's confused. Like, if I was in her situation, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would be freaking out, like, because I can't just sit there and do nothing when someone's like begging for help. I guess every job does have its good and its bad though, and some people can deal with it and some people can't. Like in that situation, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. But overall, I think it's been a pretty good experience and that you should definitely volunteer. That's pretty much all the information I have for you guys. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. And if you found this video helpful at all, please leave a like below. Thank you guys so much and have a nice